guys, good morning. Happy Thursday. One more day till the holiday weekend. So this is a very difficult video for me to make. And so I've been shaking so bad because I knew I was getting ready to do this. And this has not been an easy decision for me. So yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and start. This is not scripted. I have no idea what I'm even gonna say here, but I just wanted to kind of come on and tell you guys kind of what I've been up to and what's going on with me, because you've probably seen over the past few days that I have been talking about my new ketones, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more later, but because I don't know, it's just part of the story. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. Hey everybody, thanks for joining. If you're here, please give me some likes and hearts and show me support, because this is super hard for me. This is not an easy thing that I've decided, but I know it's going to be the best thing for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and start from the beginning. I am not in any way, shape, or form going to bash Beachbody. I absolutely love Beachbody. I love the workouts. I love Shakeology. I love every single freaking thing about the company. I was obsessed with it. I told everyone I bleed Beachbody blue. I loved the organization. I loved the culture. I loved their mission. I loved everything about the company. So, so that's what made this so difficult for me to make this decision to leave. Because I still stand behind it. I'm still going to do the workouts. I'm still drinking Shakeology. For me, it was more of a business decision, because so I had tremendous success in Beachbody. I did. I hit, they had milestones. If you guys are coaches or if you are familiar with multi-level marketing organizations, I was hitting all of the benchmarks and milestones that I needed to hit. I kind of ran out of the gate in the beginning, and I hit Diamond, which is a big rank, pretty quickly. And I was hitting Success Club every month, Success Club 10, I was Success Club Allstar and a Success Club Legend, and I had so much success with the company. I really did. But what I noticed over the last year and a half, and now this is not everybody, but what I noticed over the last probably about the last year, maybe year and a half, was that I was having a really hard time moving my business forward. I was stuck at the same rank, yesterday that I was 3 years ago when I first signed up. So, after I got that success off the beginning, and I was stuck at that same rank, and it was starting to just really wear on me. I loved everything about what I was doing. I loved helping people with health and fitness. I loved hearing from them and hearing their results, and all of that kind of stuff was amazing, and that's what kind of kept me going every single day. But on the backside, what you guys didn't see was the business part of it. And for me, now there are brand new coaches that come in that hit the ground running and have great success. So I'm not going to say that this is everybody. This is just my personal experience. And then there are coaches who've been in the business for a really long time that are killing it. But for me, my personal experience was that I got stuck and my business was not moving forward, and I had started to see my income drop pretty, it was probably cut by 50%. So I was still putting in all the same work for the most part, but I was not getting the benefit. My business wasn't moving forward. And so I was starting to get really frustrated and depressed, at the end of the month when I wouldn't hit those milestones anymore. And I would literally just be so down on myself. I'm I can't believe it. What's wrong with me? I'm not doing anything differently. I'm doing everything the same that I always have, and it's just not happening for me anymore. And so I was starting to get to the point where, so the way Beachbody works, and I'm sorry if I'm getting into some totally things that nobody knows about, but unless you're a coach, but it was starting to get to the point, with Beachbody, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's the success that you have with the organization is based on what your team does. It's not as much, you can only go so far with your own sales and your own, efforts that you're putting in. But if the people underneath you, which I did have some rock star coaches underneath me, but if you don't have a team full of rock stars, you're never going to be able, or for me, you're never going to be able to advance your business. And I started getting really frustrated, and it kind of started making me withdraw a little bit, because I was not wanting to even share the business opportunity with people anymore, because I wasn't hitting my goals and I wasn't hitting my milestones. And I'm like, if I can't do it, how can I like convince this person to come join my team and expect them to have better results than I'm having? So I just stopped kind of inviting the opportunity, and unless it was for the discount, because I don't know, I don't want to say I didn't believe in it anymore, but I just didn't believe in myself anymore. And so I was having a lot of like mental stuff going on just with all of that. And so, back in probably like around June-ish, I think. I'm sorry, my nose itches. I started kind of seeing some stuff popping up in my newsfeed about this brand new company. And for those of you who maybe aren't involved in multi-level marketing, one of the things that you always hear is like to get in with a company early, because once it starts, like, if you get in early, then you have the potential. I mean, obviously it depends on how the work that you put into it, but if you're putting in the work, you can see like some really great success with it because you got in early. And so this company is pretty brand new on the market. The company's called Pruvit, pretty brand new on the market. And like, there's not a lot of people in it yet. It's just now starting to gain a lot of traction. So I saw opportunity with that, because I know how important it can be to get in early on an organization. So I started kind of researching it. I went on their website, I was reading that, I was going on YouTube, I was reading about the opportunity, and it really interested me because, so with Beachbody, their comp plan is kind of based on a binary system. So you sign up, you have two people under you sign up, and then you have like these two different legs. It's kind of complicated, and then as your team grows, people get put on either side. But with this company, it's a completely different system. It's more so instead of building deep, you build wide. So as you add people to your team, they just kind of go this way. And then your compensation is not based on what your team does. Your compensation is based on what you do, like your success, your performance. Like, it's all based on volume. It's not based on balancing legs and all this kind of stuff, which can get confusing and frustrating. And so that was really attractive to me about this opportunity. And so, then I started kind of looking into the product, and I'm like, so yeah, I'm drinking my ketones right now. So I had already tried the ketogenic diet like a month prior to that. So I was familiar with keto, but I was frustrated with it when I tried it, because I didn't think I was getting my body into ketosis. And so I got frustrated and I stopped doing it. But what this product was, what everyone was saying that it does is it puts your body into a state of ketosis without having to do it nutritionally. So that was kind of interesting to me, because I'm like, well, I just tried this and I wasn't having success, but if this product can put your body into ketosis, then, you don't have to be as strict with your food. And that's another thing. Like, I know I'm jumping all over the place, guys, and I'm sorry, but I had been following the same kind of food plan for so long, and that I was starting to see that it wasn't working for me. So that's why I tried the ketogenic diet in the first place, because I wanted to do something different, to see if it worked for me. So I was like, okay, so and also because I like to live my damn life. Like, I don't want to be a slave to counting points, containers, calories, whatever. Like, I just want to kind of like follow something as best as I can. And if I fall off track, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to have to start all over again. I'm not going to like see big jumps in my weight and all this. I just wanted to be able to live my life and not have to like stress over everything I was putting in my mouth, because I just was so tired of doing that all the time. So anyway, so this, I was researching this product and seeing that this drink could actually get your body into ketosis, and so I could follow, a keto diet loosely, but still be able to have treats and stuff like that and not have to freak out about it. So I was like, that interests me. It's like a cutting edge, like scientific, which is like totally geeked me out. Scientific, like this is a groundbreaking, like new product. Like there's nothing like it on the market. There's maybe a couple other companies, but this is like the best product on the market. It was one of the first, and it's the only multi-level marketing company that offers this right now, and they have a 5-year patent on this technology. So I was like, wow, like that's awesome, because we could, we're going to become the industry leaders, and, nobody can touch us for 5 years, which is amazing, especially if you're getting in early. So all this stuff, I was like, wow, like this is super interesting to me. But then I started thinking, like, I can't leave Beachbody. I can't leave my team. Like, I don't want to leave my upline coach. She's my best friend. Like, there's no way I can do this. Like, there's absolutely no way. And I started thinking of all the what ifs, like what if the, I don't know, like what if this company doesn't do well? What if keto's a fad? Like what if, like all these what ifs? And so I just kind of tabled it, and I decided I'm just going to go to Summit. I'm going to go to New Orleans in July, and I'm going to see kind of what they have to say, and then and then I can kind of think and make my decision. So I went to Summit, and I got all fired up again, and I was super excited, and they talked about things that I was hoping they'd talk about, and I left there kind of on fire again, and I was like, okay, so I completely, like, just forgot about this. Like, I was like, I'm not doing it. And then I got back, and I was, like, hitting the ground running, and I was super excited. I'm like, I'm going to move my business forward. And within, like, a week or two, I just started, like, I don't know, like, I was just, like, I don't know. No matter what I do, I feel like nothing's going to change. I started getting down on myself again. And that's when I kind of started revisiting Pruvit. So that kind of brings me to where I am today, because so about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I started revisiting the idea. I started researching the crap out of what this product was. Is it safe? Like, how is it developed? Like, so much about this product, and found like so much interesting information, and really wasn't finding anything that was bad about it. I looked for it. I was like looking for something to be like, okay, yeah, no, like I can't do this. Like, I don't want to put this in my body, like whatever, but I wasn't finding it anywhere. Like everything I was reading, all these scientific studies. So basically what this is, it's called exogenous ketones, which basically means that it's ketones that you're getting from outside the body. So your body, I'm just going to get a little into the science about it. So your body, when you are following a strict ketogenic diet, produces ketones. And what the ketones do is they start to use your fat as fuel instead of glucose. So, and that can have a whole bunch of benefits with it, like increased focus, it eliminates brain fog, it can make you sleep, like you get better sleep, you wake up feeling refreshed, it can reduce anxiety, like all these amazing things. And then like a side effect of it is fat loss and weight loss. And I was like, wow, like this is really, really cool, because I can help people with this. Like this can really help people, but I hadn't tried it yet. So I did all this research and I found all this stuff out. And then I was like, okay, so I'm sold on the comp plan. I'm sold on the business side of it. I was already kind of sold on the product, but I hadn't tried it yet. I'm like, I'm not going to do anything or make any decisions until I try this. So that kind of brings me to I reached out to someone that I knew. She was actually a former coach as well. Reached out to her and was like, I need to try this. So I purchased from her a 10-day sample pack, and I was super excited. It came in the mail. I tried it. Within an hour, I drank it at like 6:30 in the morning when I was getting Addison ready for school, and I tried it, and I was like, within an hour, I was like looking around my kitchen, and I was like, this place is a shithole. Like, I need to clean. I freaking cleaned my whole kitchen at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I had so much energy and focus. I was just like, I'm just getting this done. Like, I can't look at this all day, because I was working from home that day. And so I was like, holy crap, did I just do that? Because I hate cleaning. Like, I just despise cleaning. And I had like the energy and like the will to actually do that. So that kind of shocked me. So the rest of the day went on, was feeling pretty good. So then day 2, I had to go into the office that day, and I was actually giving a presentation. And for anyone who knows me, like in the work standpoint, good morning, Katie. Anyone who knows me at work, like, or in any, like I could talk on live video all freaking day long, but when it comes to like standing up and giving a presentation in front of people, I completely shut down. I freak out. I get so much anxiety about it, because I had an experience in college where like I just didn't prepare for a presentation and I totally screwed it up. And so it followed me throughout my career, and every time I would have to give a presentation, I would like, my head would blank out, like I couldn't focus on what I was thinking about, like I was listening to myself talk instead of thinking about what I need to say next, and I like freaked out. So the whole way, I drank my ketones. I have to take a sip. I'm thirsty. I drank my ketones on the way to work that morning. And when I first got in the car, before I had drank them, I was like a mess. Like I was super nervous about the presentation. I was running a little bit late. There was traffic. I was a mess. By the time I walked in the office, I was like cool, calm, and collected. Walked in, started my computer, got everything ready, immediately had to go walk into the presentation. Went in there and rocked the freaking shit out of it. Like, rocked the shit out of it. My anxiety was gone. I could focus on what I was thinking, like what I had to talk about. I was just on. It's like my brain turned on. It was like, and then I left that presentation. I was like, holy crap. I can't believe I just did that without like one time like going mind blank or whatever. Like I was like on, and that's what sold me. That was it for me. Like day 2, I'm like, I need this in my life. And so as the 10 days started to go on, I started seeing more and more benefits from the ketones. Like my appetite was suppressed, so like I wasn't like eating as much, because I was eating like, I would wake up, I would have breakfast, and then I'd have a snack 2 hours later, and then I'd have lunch, and then I'd have another snack, and then dinner, and then possibly another snack, and I felt like I always had to keep eating. But with this, it's like I was eating a somewhat higher fat, I wasn't really doing keto, like the keto diet, like to a T, or I was just kind of loosely, even more loosely than I am now, doing it at that time. So I was eating more fat, which keeps you full longer, obviously, and I don't know, like, so I found myself like I didn't have to eat as much. I'm trying to think, like I started after like by day 4 or 5, I like woke up that morning and I looked in the mirror and I was like, like all of like the bloat was gone. Like I just felt freaking incredible. I was like, I feel amazing. I was in the best mood. I felt like I looked better. Like I was just like on fire, and I was like, oh my God. So that was it. Like by day 5 of 10, I was like, I'm doing this. Hey Joy, yes, kids can, but depending on their weight and stuff, you probably wouldn't want to give them a full dose. If they're like in high school or middle school, they're probably fine. Like to drink a full one, but little kids, I would say like maybe a half or maybe a third of the packet, just because like it's ketones, and you know, I don't know, like, but yeah, I actually have been letting Morgan drink it a little bit because of his ADHD, and I'm hoping that like he'll see some benefits, but I will like dig in a little bit more in terms of like if there's like a weight ratio of like how much to give, or like I'm looking for that from Morgan, because I don't know the answer to that yet. Like this is all still very new to me, but I'll look into that and I'll get back to you. But yes, I've seen pictures, actually, I can post some later, but of kids who have like been on this and like seeing incredible results with it as well. So, but anyway, so by day 5, I was completely sold. So then you guys probably saw me post a couple weeks ago that I went for a long walk because I had some thinking to do, and I was thinking about like, okay, am I actually going to do this? Am I actually going to leave this business that I've built for the last 3.5 years and leave my team and leave a company that I'm passionate about to go to this brand new thing? Like it was super scary, like very, very scary for me to think about doing something like that. But I was like, I felt like if I didn't try it, then I would regret it. Like I felt like, what if I fail? But what if I don't? Like what if I see the success that I'm seeing others have with this? So it was at that point that, I started kind of leaning towards leaving and going over to Pruvit. And so over the course of the last like week and a half, I've really been, I knew what I was going to do for the most part. And so I made my decision. And as of yesterday, I started with Pruvit. So I'm pretty excited about it. I know, like, I feel like now, because before I was able to help people with home fitness programs and Shakeology and some of the other products that we offer, but now it's like, I feel like I can help so many more people, actually, because it doesn't matter if you're doing a Beachbody workout. Do I love them? Yes, I'm still going to continue doing them, but, like, it doesn't matter if you're doing a home workout. It doesn't matter if you're going to the gym or doing CrossFit or going to Orange Theory or walking around the block or no exercise at all. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing from a fitness perspective. I can still help you feel better. Like, I'm like, this is like there's no limit. Like, I'm not gonna have to turn, like, I used to feel like, and I hate to say this, but I used to feel like I had to turn people away sometimes from my challenge groups because they weren't on board with Shakeology, and I'm like, well, sorry, like, and I would try to add people in, and that's why I did a lot of my free groups, because I still wanted to be able to help people get started with something, even if they couldn't be in my challenge group. So, like, I was trying to offer value to people, but, you know, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I felt like I was turning people away a lot, and I wasn't able to help as many people as I wanted to. But now I feel like I mean, I can help I can help kids, I can help adults, I can help, like, people of any fitness level, health, like, there's so many health issues that this can help with. I mean, like, potentially it could help with as well, like, just to kind of, I mean, the ketogenic diet alone was developed actually in the 1920s, which is why I know it's not going anywhere, because it's been around for like over 100 or almost 100 years, to help people with seizures and stuff. So that's why it was started, because it changes your brain, because your brain starts to operate off ketones versus operating off glucose. And so when they did this ketogenic diet back in the 20s, they were seeing that these patients who were suffering from seizures were like having way less seizures. So that's kind of how the whole ketogenic diet started. And so then, like, this is all like background, I was just like shocked. So one of the things that they actually use exogenous ketones for is for the military. So they were finding that Navy SEALs were diving at super deep depths and having to stay down there for a long time. So they were trying to keep them on a ketogenic diet because they knew that it reduced seizures. And but if, you know, it's so hard to stay like keto nutritionally, because if you eat like one piece of bread, like, you're going to get knocked off, or like, and then it takes like a week or two to get back in. So what they started doing was giving these Navy SEALs exogenous ketones to keep them in ketosis when they were diving, because they were seeing, like, if you have a seizure at 50 feet below sea level, you are, you know, it's like fatal. I mean, it's fatal. So it, you know, it was helping, like, that's how, like, that's one of the reasons why exogenous ketones kind of were developed. I mean, it's been studied with NASA. University of South Florida was the university that actually came up with this specific formula. And I don't know, it's just like, this is such an amazing opportunity, I feel like, from a business perspective, because I'm getting in early. I believe wholeheartedly in the product. I can help so many more people. The comp plan is like ridiculous. Like, there's like, I've had people tell me like, oh yeah, those companies, like, they pay you a lot in the beginning and then you don't make anything anymore. But I mean, I studied the crap out of this comp plan, because I was like, I really want to know what to expect. And it's like, in your first month, you can make up to $750 in bonuses, like, not even including any commissions you might make. It's like ridiculous. And then after that, it's like you're building on your volume of what you do, and then also the people, if you have a team, people below you. But your success is not dependent on what the people below you do. Your success is dependent on what you do, the work you put in, which I love, because I am a very hard worker. And I felt like with Beachbody, like, the amount of work and the effort that I was putting in was not being paid monetarily. And it's like, I love helping people, I love doing this, but like, I mean, obviously, like, it's a side hustle for me, it's a job for me. So if I'm not going to see the rewards, like, I don't know. So anyway, so that's another thing. I'm super excited about this, the way this company's structured and how they reward people. You can, like, I used to have to pay, I mean, I got a discount on my Beachbody stuff, but I had to pay, like, still a pretty decent amount. But with this, I can earn free product. Like, customers can earn free product. Like, you don't even have to be like a promoter. Like, you can actually, like, earn free product just by being a customer, which is like crazy and awesome. So anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of where I am. So I mean, as sad as I am to leave my team, all the people that I've met, like, I feel like Beachbody has done so much in my life. Like, I got, you know, inspired. Like, I got, I changed my body. I changed my mind. There's so many things that I learned. Like, I learned so much about business and social media, and there were so many benefits and so many reasons why I'm so grateful to have had that opportunity. But I feel like that opportunity has kind of led me to where I am today. And so I'm really excited now in this new chapter of my life. Like, I just have, I don't know, I'm really excited. I'm like excited about the people I'm going to get to meet and the people I'm going to get to help, and like what I can actually do with this business. And I love this shit, like I love it. Like I'm excited about the product. I like look forward to drinking it every day. And I don't know, like I'm really excited. I feel like this is going to be kind of a big thing for me. I'm already like shocked at like the response that I've gotten from people, both about wanting to try it or like people who have just been supportive in my decision. I mean, really supportive in my decision, and that just means so much to me. So for anyone who has reached out to me to, you know, support me in this, I really do, like, you have no idea how much that means to me, because this wasn't an easy decision for me to make. It was a very hard decision for me to make, but I feel like I made the right decision. So for me, and I'm just excited about what's gonna come. So be on the lookout. I mean, obviously, you guys know I had a bunch of samples. I actually only have like 15, I think, packets left, which is like one 10-day experience and one 5-day experience. So if you guys want to try it, let me know. Comment on this post. You can snag those, and then if those are gone, I'm going to start pre-orders for the next one. So I'm going to be ordering that today. So if you want to get your hands on some of these, you know, just reach out to me, let me know. We can get everything worked out, and then once that shipment comes in like a week, I can just send it, mail it to you, or deliver it to you personally if you're in town. So yeah, so I'm excited. I have to finish this because now I have to get to work, because now it's 9 o'clock and I'm running late. I need to work today. So but thank you guys so much. Tracy, yes, I did set some aside for you. Lauren, I'll give you that. That's yours. So now I just have a 5-day left. And then this is the max. So there's a couple different flavors. There's Orange Dream. There is chocolate swirl, chocolate cacao, or Swiss cacao, which I don't have any of. The third one that I do have is this Maui Punch, which I love. Yes, it does taste good. Okay, Lisa, you got the 5-day. So I'm sold out. So if you guys want it, then you are welcome to, still, like, let me know, and I will get the pre-order, because like I said, I'm ordering another box today. So I'll be taking pre-orders for that. And then, yeah, so Maui Punch. I will have some additional Maui Punches left, but you won't have the variety. So if you still want to try it and you just want to do the Maui Punch, that's fine. I can put something together for you for that. But yeah, so yes, thank you guys so much for listening and for being supportive. Like, all the hearts and love and likes and all this stuff, like, I don't know, it just makes me feel good, and I don't know, I just know I'm making the right decision. So thank you so much. I am going to head off, because I just had an alert that I forgot I have a call in, like, very soon. So talk to you all later. Bye.